and me always be tough. Family, every single opinion. And even when it starts acting like a fool, somehow I always can fall back on you.
Hey girl, hey, how you doing? So in this video I'm going to show you guys how to get your wig to look like this, okay? Alright, you got yourself a blonde synthetic wig, grab it because we're about to customize it to whatever color you want. I decided to go with these pink ends. This look right here was inspired by a picture that I saw. Where did I see this picture? On the internet. I don't remember where, but I saw this picture on the internet and I was like, oh my gosh, her hair is so cute. I have to recreate this because I want this. But when I started recreating it, I was like, which wig should I use? You guys asked me to customize this wig from when I revived it, so I was like, why not use that wig? And then I noticed that her wig was pretty short. Her cut is like here, and I already have a blonde wig that's cut like that, and I didn't want to color that one to this color. I want to color it to a different color. So I decided to use this wig because this was like a wig that I was like, this is its last chance anyway. This wig is about to be thrown in the trash from Jump, so I revived it. It was now mine. I had nothing to do with it, so I was like, why not? If you want to see how I got the wig to look like from this to this, keep watching. So I first grabbed a pack of Sharpies from the grocery store. I went with that middle pink color, a spray bottle, and some rubbing alcohol. We're going to create what's going to act as our hair dye. So you're going to want to unassemble your Sharpie, right? So grab some pliers. I'm actually using a wire cutter because I couldn't find my pliers. And this is a little tricky, so it's going to take some plying. I say bend it back and forward. That's how I got it out. And you're going to want to take that little ink cartridge out. I just wanted extra ink, so I took the little felt tip as well, whatever tip this is, I don't know. I put all the stuff into the bottle, and I ended up going back and taking the plastic off of the ink cartridge because I realized that the ink was only coming out from the bottom and I wanted all of the ink. So you're gonna see me go back in and cut off the plastic for the actual marker, which is what I'm doing here. And that was pretty messy. So if you have like an X-Acto blade or some type of straight edge blade to do this, I would recommend doing that because this was extremely messy and my fingers got filled with ink. So go ahead and do that and then let it sit for a little bit. And while you're letting that sit and, you know, let all of the alcohol get all the color, we're going to work on these roots, honey, because these roots were tragic. Okay, like these roots were bad. Like on my skin tone, I really couldn't. I couldn't finesse it, guys. I'm sorry. So I took a brown Sharpie at first and I began just literally coloring in the roots all over the part. You can root your entire wig if you want, but I didn't want to do that. I was like, that would take way too long. So I'm just going around the parting area and a little bit of the hairline. I don't plan on really putting this hair up, so I don't care for the rest of the hairline. Just the parts that will be showing in the wind if the wind blows. And after I do the brown, I alternate between brown and black. So I do the black at the very, very root. Just to give it even more of a natural appearance because I liked how my other blonde wig looks with like the brown and black. So I figured that works best for me. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I'm doing. And to get your colors to blend even better, grab a Q-tip and some alcohol, and you're going to use this as like a smudger. So this is going to smudge the two colors together, well, the three colors together, to make it not look so rough, to make it look more like an ombre gradient kind of look. This is gonna take a lot of work. Yeah, I'm not even going to lie. This is the most tedious part, the rooting process. If you don't care to root your wig, that's perfectly fine. You can just skip this. But I wanted to root at least the parting space. When that was done, I decided to try it on and comb it out a little bit, just to see what it was looking like, if I liked the whole rooting process. I ended up really liking this, so I was like, alright, let me cut it right now. First I was gonna cut it really, really long, but then I was like, nah, let me just cut it just around my collarbone area. I was feeling that, so I cut that. And if you've seen my last cutting a bob video, you saw how I cut it off camera. So after I did this initial cut, I took it off, put it on a mannequin head, and continued to cut it. So I put some concealer and I was feeling it. I ended up going out that day and took some pictures. This is the following day now. I decided to put this on like a cheap styrofoam head because I wasn't trying to get my actual blockhead, my canvas blockhead colored, you know. So I combed it out, make sure there was no tangles, and then I grabbed that spray bottle and just began spraying and combing through to make sure everything was saturated, and spraying again, just continue that whole process until all of the ends were covered. And I brushed up, I kept brushing like a little higher just to make it have that ombre gradient effect.
I'd like to be forward, but I just don't know how.
When I was done with everything, I was like, I feel like this is going to be too pastel pink, like you're not going to see anything. So I decided to take the purple Sharpie that you saw initially, and I added half of that purple ink cartridge into the remainder of the bottle, so there wasn't that much alcohol left, so it really saturated quickly. And I didn't let this sit overnight like I did the pink one, and I just literally sprayed that at the very ends, so like at the tip, the very tip, just so that it can have some type of extra, I don't know, extra color, you know. So after all of that, after I completely saturated, I was good with how it looked. I let it air dry, so I literally just left it like that overnight. I didn't have the window open or anything. I just had it like regular, the room was regular, and it dried, and I came back the next day and it was like nothing ever happened. And now I am feeling myself. I am ready to slay the day, but really I'm not going anywhere, y'all. Alright, I'm really not that bougie, y'all. Alright, as y'all can see, this wig has come such a freaking long way. This was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna dry and end up looking like stuck together and stuff, but it dried, and it dried as if like nothing was there. I'm glad I didn't go overboard. I thought I would end up going overboard with the color, but I didn't. So I did do the brown and black in the center to give it that gradient look. You know, for a synthetic wig, it's alright. I do an experiment with more color because I'm liking this, you know, this whole color wave is good. I'm liking it. I do an experiment with some more colors, maybe some type of gradient colors, more than one color on the wig. Sounds like a good idea. In order for me to really do that, execute that the way I want to execute it, I'd have to get some virgin hair. So stay tuned for that because that will be coming soon. I hope you guys really liked this tutorial, and I hope this was something different, you know, something you don't really see too often. I do think I may go through and flat iron it one more time just to really get it to be silky, because like I said in my last video when I was reviving this wig, the texture of this wig resembles like a natural hair that's been blown out, so it's kind of yucky feeling, which is, it's okay. So yeah, that's all I have for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, stay true, stay you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Give me the reasons why we're